Cosmic blessings everyone, this is Holistic Alchemy, and in this video I'm going to be showing you guys how to use a pendulum. I get asked this question a lot, is how to use a pendulum, and I get that a lot at work because again, I work at a metaphysical shop, and when people are interested in pendulums or they're new to pendulums, they ask me how does it work and what do people use it for. A pendulum is simply an object, object with weight, with mass, suspended on a chain or string. Something like this, and people in the world of metaphysics and spirituality use it as a tool to communicate with our highest self, to receive answers like yes or no questions. And there's no external, forces that are influencing it, like, spirits or angels, ancestors, and guides. You could call upon them, to communicate with your higher self and into the pendulum, but for the sake of this video, because that's going to be a whole different video, because the pendulum in the world of, again, metaphysics and spirituality is a tool for us to connect, to communicate with our highest self, because our highest self knows everything. So pendulums could be made with many things. It doesn't have to be crystals. I just, because I'm a crystal healer, I like to work with crystals. But there are pendulums, again, made out of metal, made out of wood, sometimes with other materials. It could even be a ring, like this onyx ring, and then you could just tie a like a string over it. It could be anything as long as you get you have an object with weight, and then you could swing it on string. Like, you could also use necklaces, like I have over here. I could use this as a pendulum, like when I'm wearing it, I could just take it off and use that. Again, the pendulum is a tool to answer yes or no questions through our high self. The pendulum is just, again, an extension of our energy field to communicate through. So we will have, like, swings going on. So again, you just want to rest your elbow down onto a flat surface and just have the pendulum be at still. And some people ask which way is yes and which way is no. For me, I'm a very practical person. It's kind of like nodding your head. If it goes up and down, to me that is yes. It's like nodding your head, and side to side is no. And if it swings like in circles, to me clockwise is yes, and then counterclockwise is no. You could use like an index card. You don't have to get, like, I've seen, people with like fancy smancy is like a new word. I've seen people with like fancy, mats, cloths and all that with a yes or no question, but to me it's just not really practical. It's not really necessary. You could get like an index card and just get like a circular surface and get like a marker, and then just draw a circle, and then put yes on top and the bottom, and then put no to side, and then you could point arrows, like clockwise means yes and counterclockwise means no. And then you could use that as just as a visual, but you just want to know your swings and all that. If it goes elliptical, like this way or that way, maybe you just want to rephrase your question. But you could simply just ask your pendulum which way is your yes and which way is your no. Show me yes. And it's already moving this way. Show me no. And it's moving side to side. Moving your head this way for a no answer. Am I the coolest person in the world? It doesn't want to give me an answer. But a pendulum is a really cool device to have on you, even though it's just a tool. And again, tools are just are items that would help us to get quick answers. But if you're really attuned to your intuition, if you're in tune to your highest self, you could simply determine a yes or no. There's just one video I saw on the internet that some lady was in the wine section in the grocery store. She was swinging her pendulum over it, and I thought that was hilarious. But I guess she was asking me, well, this is wine, so my highest good. Oh, and that's kind of a good question if you're, say, picking an item, whether you're out, grocery shopping and, selecting items or crystal. You just want to hold the item in your hand, like I have this crystal right here, and ask, should I carry this crystal with me throughout the day? And it's telling me no, and my reason about that is like I don't work today, and I don't want to carry this crystal in my pocket because it's big, and I could carry a tumbled stone, but clear quartz is like one of my favorite crystals. So yeah, that's how you use a pendulum. Again, just to summarize it, you just want to know your yeses and your nos, and it's an extension of your energy communicating. Your highest self is communicating through you to you through this object, and it would swing, and then you just want to know your yeses and your nos. So thank you guys for watching this video. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at HolisticAlchemy, since that's the only social media site I'm really active on. And until next time, bendición and namaste.